going to tell you my deepest, darkest secret, and that is something I have more real than a treasured heart. And listen, like, this ain't a secret. This ain't something that is being hidden. This ain't something that you would fail to find or to fail to get across to. It's just over there. It's, if you look behind the sun, all of the rainbows that we're practicing our work on, we were just like, yeah. So I was volunteering with the nurses, and they were very proud of me. So they were like, get a promotion, but we're not sure how many times insurance is going to be doubling down and checking in and being like, this is the one that we want. It's just like, oh my gosh, you were with Justin Bieber, Selena. Okay, you were with Justin Bieber, and you were like, oh, this one. I'm like, yeah. When they like have a good one, you're like, oh yeah, definitely, that's what I want to do. And it's just like, it's way more than one though. You really got to realize that it's just like, you've already been there to where it's 40 times itself. And people were joking in the new age about it being a dimension, and it was really a treasure. So what that looks like to you is literally just like what you see a treasure being. You find your most provocative treasure. Your worst treasure is the one that is going to be like, oh, please, like, make this pure, make this delightful. But it's like, yeah, of course we have that. So I know what that was between you and Justin. I know that was like, it just goes, and none of these shows are really asking us to be nicer or brighter than we are. My boyfriend was like, oh, these lights are so fucking bright, and his song is just like, yeah. So I'm just like, yeah, I already been called bright by the counselors when I was in that town that is never going back, and they're like doing things like completely backwards, and I'm just like, hey, Chad Howard, can you just like approve this for me, that like you'll live there and I'll live here? And he's like, yo, you just keep the wallpaper. Everybody knows about the wallpaper now. It's the castle in Louisiana in the French Quarter. And I'm like, yeah. So it's a pleasure to be able to talk about that as something I kept. And I'm like, Silas, I was like, he's not into doing any of this trash, and he's just like, the trash that someone in my family was talking about getting. And I'm like, are you ready to say 1 John 4:18? Oh wow, that's a good scripture. You should really like be more obligating towards it. So it's please, and you're welcome. And those things that I just like kept shut, that I was just like, oh, this is like smoothly going forward, and we're just like, but none of this is at the tip. We don't go on the icebergs and ask them to move around in the deepest part of the waters for us. And I'm like the queen of the underwaters. You see how many times I go to a toilet, and then I'm like, where's my privacy? Oh yeah, toilet paper. Just to keep it a little bit more humorous for you, because I was really just like, I know there's people who are taking this seriously, but it's also really fun. So I mean that like seriously and funny. So either way, it's still there. I'm like joking along to get like my famous criteria and credit approved to be like, yeah, so I am on Medicare. And so that's just like really good push forward for me. Okay.